Select N's Billboard entries first, followed by my own. I don't want nobody believes that anything I've done is the result of my initiative. That was just me being asked a question and answering as a man, right from the start. Like I am now, rhyming around Nas. That is something that everyone knows. Get out of how is your relationship with social media currently. I anticipate that whether you do anything nice or bad, they will talk negatively about you. They will try to belittle your accomplishments, regardless of who you are. But it's fine. I know that I'm excellent at A. There are many things that people would like to excel at. I accepted it for a long time. That incident in my life will not detract from my greatness. I'll continue to be the best version of me. That is something I am comfortable with. You dig? Like I've never seen someone detest and do the same. Something along that line of discretion. So, dude, in that moment when you're saying this stuff with Nas, do you know this will be a clip? 100%. Yeah. Nobody from said is going to take you over. N. Nobody among the diplomats except you. I also have that shirt. Please hold on. I rap at an advanced level. Check my metrics. Bro, I responded. Yeah, oh yes. You simply freaked out. You went much beyond the bounds of discretion with this one. This is because you are acting like a badass kid. Yeah, but, listen. Nas was friendly when I was in high school. Yo, I understand how to go viral. This is simple. We live in an easygoing society. If you like me, don't like me, knew who I was. And now find out who I was. And now find out who I was. One click away. From generating income for me. Do you know what I mean? This is like entertainment. Yeah, quit being too serious. Relax a little bit. We're having fun. It will be a major issue if I become upset. M needs to start a diet. He needs to organize his life. He has to go there, visit a doctor and get a physical. He looks dreadful. A bad body. Back asses appear large around the neck. The waist appears to be really large. I'm insulting his body. Have you heard? He should go get his things together. Get on the treadmill. Do a few push dash-ups. Take action. Have you heard? Particularly for playing with me. Anytime I do my during interviews, I'm quite honest with myself. Do you know what I mean? As if I am familiar with the entire playing field. I was the CEO of Diplomats. I formed Diplomats with him. I was with him throughout his adventure. I was holding him down. I assumed the position of holding him down. Mesk taught me how to rhyme, and he made sure I was on every album he released. He said, "Boy, once you figure out how to rap the same way you act on the streets, will work for you. Just keep going." People paint a picture of me as if I'm from the bottom of nothing. I've been on trains since I was 8 and 9 years old. I've been telling people about this for years. As if I'm an actual abnormality. In New York City, I feel different. I was a man long before I should have been. Be a man. And that's all I've got to give credit where it's due. And underscore. There would be no Jim Jones. Today is an exceedingly happy day for me. I'm really satisfied with what I've accomplished. Who I've become, and what I've overcame what I was capable of, and naturally, if you're going to talk about me, I'll always talk about myself. I know how this game plays out. That is a terrific plan that they began, put into this entire thing. That I saw something I'm viewing in Terracent, like how they clipped, no viral clickbait. And all this underscore from just the tiniest amount of words that could say. And that's what generated this whole right. He's just going wild right now. How weird is it? Because in my era, you know what I'm saying is like a god, I suppose. Jim was trolling. So I don't have much to say about it, since I don't think Jim Jones believes he's a greater rapper than Nas Push It and Styles Pete. I think he's an idol in terms of the fashion underscore cult. And absolutely, but we've got to stop. The train is somewhere. Nas is an excellent stop for that. Train.nas is an excellent place to get off the train for everyone. Yes. Once you start listing particular people, I'm not upset about it. It feels strange to me. Also, he does not have as many Billboard entries as Nas. I didn't check that one either. I noticed some folks facting. He does not, and it isn't as he doesn't have a larger listing base. I would not have thought it was close, but I didn't verify it. It's not close, and even if you remove features, it is still not near. I mean, Nas has 9 million Spotify followers. I believe that Jim has 850,000. I mean, the usual metric. You look at the Grammy Awards. I don't believe they're on the same planet. I'm not certain that should be the subject of debate. You see, and that is why it is wise for Jim to insert in these exchanges. He represents himself. In his last Instagram post, he said, "Yo, getting viral is part of the gig today." He says, "I understand, it's today's game. So I'm going to get up here and say whatever. I plan to become viral and turn it into a business. It's the same underscore he told us, and I get to play that game right now." To me, we also have to respect the culture and the past. I mean, I don't like that move. If you want I am going to go, whatever. Every rapper has the right to say that, but when it comes to an individual rapper to me, who is on Mount Rushmore, I simply don't like it. It just doesn't sit good with me. Again, being 23 years old is one thing. You don't know any better. But as you grow older, ass men should not be discussing Jim Jones and Nas in the same conversation. Jim Jones was never greater than Nas, and he never will be. This is coming from someone who isn't a Nas fan. Dipset and the Diplomats are both favorites of mine. I love Burger, but we aren't about to start. Listen, I adore Kapow, but he is rewriting history because Jim Jones has confidence. But Kapow was never that good a rapper. When Jim Jones started balling, we were pleased. Because we like Capo, we said, "Yo, he got one." But Jim Jones was never a great rapper. Yes, I am aware. He has fought a few times, and I believe he has won some of them. Really, which one? They say he beat up his baby mama, or something like nah, he beat up a guy at the restaurant. Who is the cook? Let me see. I don't think he's from Harlem. Tell you the you. Don't suppose he is from Harlem. Nope. I believe he is in Harlem since they never mention his presence there. From the North Bronx or some underscore, you know. He claims a blood gang out there. Britney Spears claims a blood. Can I ask you a question? Jim, you smoke, right? When you said you were better than Nas, I was a little skeptical. Nas was always second to Jay-Z, DMX, and everyone else, as if he never shamed himself. A large crowd gathered, except for his debut record. We had never had that kind of influence on us. I told you I used to want to dress like Nas, because he had a lot of fresh stuff that hustlers used to wear and underscore. We used to see him on TV, and he had one of the worst albums ever. And then in high school, when he had the BBQ and everything like that, so, I'm a big admirer of Nas, but he kind of lost me after Bell, the movie Belly, and underscore like that. Bro, you've been at this thing, but lyrically, I'm going to keep a stack with you, and take a look at your outfit. You are not even in the same place as I am. I can be in the church. You cannot live things. I am not sure who told you that. Now you know you're on that amazing drug, but you're not seeing Nas. But Eclipse is a vicious game because nobody cares if it is true or if it has been taken out of context, it doesn't matter. There's no integrity with the outlets that share the clips. Because it's the wild west out there. So sometimes I see something and think, that's not Angie. Nobody has taken the responsibilities of being a journalist as seriously as you. And you have for so many years. I try. But sometimes it's beyond my control because, well, it's way out there. But I'm just saying. There are very few journalists like you, so thank you. Most people are clickbaiting for that. As if it is their whole. I understand the concept of existence. I am here for everything. And we are going to run. We're going to have a good time later, don't you think? Like there's not too much seriousness, do you know what I mean? Like this is intended to be entertaining. Yeah, this Jim there was no dispute over Jones. Nas, S legend at Nas worked hard. NASA's lyrics. Jim's not even close. The Jimsies doesn't make sense. Compared to Nas, has contributed significantly to our culture. Hiphop. Dan single quotes, TB, a foolish mother. No. You the dumb idiots want to be entertained. Are you crazy? You don't tamper with people's legacy. Like this. You know, it's not even close. I owned Source magazine, and I did it. Amazing underscore. I helped many of you underscore whose careers, and believe me, it's not that it was just me. But I had contribute to the advancement of the culture, move forward, grab in the roadway to assist, shine a light on myself, Dave Ba, and the remaining crew members. I have never seen more. I have a clown in my life. There's no way. Now, we're going to start taking actual legends and legacies and we're going to start tarnishing them with this stupidity. This is the moment. Are you joking me? There isn't no way. There's no way you can't play with such legacies do exist. You can't play with NASA's name and body of work like that. Everybody knows. Jim Jones. Catalog has nothing to do with Nas. Why are we even entertaining that? I mean, Jim is more relevant than Nas. Nas is here now. Get out of here with that. Man, that this underscore has woken you all awake. Take a listen to Nas or even Jim. Music is meant to be heard, not performed, be spoken about. It is the most among the most disrespectful. It's disrespectful. What happened to our culture? How much attention this Jim Jones and N underscore are both getting? It is one of the most rude thing that happened at contrite to our culture. But I'm sure you will look for another foolish underscore to paying attention to our legacy. Culture while the powers that be and the mother who is clutching the strings and laughing steadily, disrespecting us while they are on their yachts are in gigantic houses. They give what happens when we get the crumbs. I would like to they flex on each other. You're really done. Let this mothering device take over your souls, spirits, and your minds. This is the thing that controls everything you all think, say, and do. Now do you think God wanted it this way? And you can't help it. You run to this, and you stay on it all day, and entertain the bull. You should be ashamed of yourselves, even entertaining this. Knowledge, and Jim, underscore I am ashamed. But this is exactly what it is. What an excellent example. And I want you to please hear me, an excellent illustration of what the media is doing. Something social media can take anyone who ain't and place them against someone who is among the greatest speakers, rappers, and males in our time. And you think, it's cool. Do you believe that's like fly? You have lost it, bro. You're Donalost. You guys have lost the core of what life is about. What being black is about. They're succeeding. I need the time.